Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special stream. Oop, already went to the wrong slide. Oops, already went to the wrong slide. Oops, now there's an echo. Oh my god, everything's going wrong right off the bat. Oops, already went to the wrong slide. Oh no, we've created the singularity. Holy shit. Okay, now I think everything's okay. Let's be real, you expected that to happen. Folks, we've got an awesome freaking cast tonight. Low budget already. What's up, guys? I didn't put the casting thing there. Listen, we're rife with mistakes, but that doesn't matter because you're not here for the quality that we can bring to the table. You're here for these motherfucking games. I'm LaChance, and I'm joined by local famed equestrian Swift Ranger. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? What's up?
This music might be a little bit too loud. Okay, now we're all good. Chat's popping off. We love you guys. Guys, these games are going to be so freaking awesome. Let's set a little bit of context. This is a best of 5 series. This is the finals for Economy. All right, our Economy League is ending. Season 5, we will have a champion by the end of tonight. Both of these teams are absolutely monster Class A teams. Both sides filled with superstars. Of the 10 people in this game, I think almost all of them were voted on to the all-star teams anyways. Yep, I'm a secret evil shadow lord. What can I say, guys? But both of these teams came at this from incredibly different angles. Oh wait, hold on 1 second. I can't multitask. Wait, we gotta get Swift Ranger in here. You gotta get Swifty.
Wait, am I not in there?
Oh, are you in here? No,
I'm not in the lobby yet. Add me.
All right, perfect. We're gonna get you in here.
Just have Jackie boy move down, then I can join.
Oh, I'm so excited. We'll get to that in a second though. All right, Swift Ranger.
Just have Jack move down, then I can go.
Yeah, he just hopped down.
Then you can invite me.
Absolutely. Invite to game. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the pro draft link. Let's put this in the right place. All right. Here it is. Can't you guys feel the heat and tension of all the administrative background stuff? Copying and pasting links, hardcore. Okay. All right. So, stream is ready. Stream's ready.
I got the Spectink League open to talk about draft. We can see the cool stuff. I'd like to point out that Serenity is the one with Last Legate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so Serenity has the matching icons in Champ Select. That's pretty cool.
That's important.
That's
icon
important.
synergy gives you a little bit of a buff.
They're clearly on the way.
Right,
Dude,
right.
Ramp Cannon and Jack E-Boy though.
Dude.
They are matching with their little Poro party icons, and that is good because I'm looking at them to have the performance that they had in the semifinals, where they popped the hell off every game.
The bond that a bot lane shares. I mean,
Truly.
So special, and to represent it in icons is just perfect. Beautiful. So here's a little bit of context for both of these teams. Both of these teams have had incredible seasons. On the side of Serenity, we're already into draft here. Okay, well, we can talk about that context later.
No,
Let's get into draft.
We got a 4-minute pause, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of. I'm getting ahead of myself. We've got a lot of time. Here we go, right into the ban phase. Nocturne, Seraphine on the side of Serenity Esports, Lysandra Ezreal on the side of Panther Corp. Nocturne.
Yeah, so the Serenity's coming out with like solid meta bands, like Nocturne, kind of like a three-way flex technically. You can play it mid if your mid wants to. You can play it jungle and top, and then Seraphine Alistar, both like really strong support. Seraphine can be played mid still if you want to, but it looks probably more from the support pool. And then like the Lissandra, Ezreal, and Galio look like they're just like kind of targeted to get rid of team fighting stuff and like safe picks for bot lane.
I love this. Is what Serenity just did.
That's gotta be the ballsiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Jack E-Boy's Thresh is up, and they just blind rel. Take Thresh here, please. See, my actual god, take Thresh. That's it. If you're watching this stream, I don't care if this is like match fixing. Take Thresh. You can't lose.
He has a wild freaking Thresh. What we're seeing right here also, thanks so much for playing the Panther Corp music. Oh my god, also someone you don't know, thank you so much for the 18-month in a row sub, and he says, LeChance licks toes. Thanks someone. You're the best dude. And they grabbed the Thresh. Okay, this is what we saw. Okay, those bans right there, Nocturne is something that Grand Panta is massive on. That's a really smart ban.
Okay.
C9 Jack E-Boy, although he's super scary on everything else, if you OP.GG him, his Seraphine, I mean, there's never a reason why it shouldn't be taken out of his hands. And I think that Alistar as well, they've both of these teams have studied each other so much, and I love that. Because on the other side, you're absolutely right. Those are targeted bans. Siggin's Lissandra, vicious. Sooner in Texas, his Ezreal, absolutely wild. And Gale's Galio is a nightmare because Serenity Esports is so good at moving around the map. And anything that lets them do it easier is just ridiculous. But now Ram Cannon's got his Tristana, C9 Jack E-Boy's got his Thresh, and Grand Panta's on Hecarim. Like, oh my god, and last leg I got Urgot. Everyone's just getting the champions that I think that they want, and that's awesome.
Yeah, the Urgot's, like, it's a little bit weaker than it was last patch, but there's really not, like, a whole lot of really good matchups into it, unless you want to go, like ranged matchups, okay, like, a bit, yeah, I mean, Aatrox is okay, like, there's different responses, but it's a pretty strong pick, like, it's really, really hard for like stuff like Thresh and Hecarim to fight it in the mid game.
Right.
So like, yeah, it's pretty tough. It's a good blind. Unless this guy plays Gnar, then it's not a good blind.
Right. Yeah, that would be.
So I would expect you. I think you just ban Gnar here. Like you ban Gnar and the lane's pretty free. Like.
Never underestimate the
I would be
Scout's code.
Really quickly. M4N SORG. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. That's 2 months. And they say, gotta read it. If Jack E-Boy has a million number of fans, I am one of them. If Jack E-Boy has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If Jack E-Boy has no fans, that means I am no more on this earth. If the world is against Jack E-Boy, I am against the world. I love Jack E-Boy till my last breath. Then ... DI? I don't know. It got cut off there. Oh, diehard fans of Jack E-Boy. There just wasn't enough space for it.
This Kennen pick makes me think Tristana might go mid.
Interesting. Talk to me a little bit more about that. Is that because you think the Kennen's going to be top lane, or do you think it's going to be...
Well, yeah. I would assume Kennen's top. And then I think that like the only reason you would go Kennen is if you were worried about not having AP in the mid lane. So I would think it would be maybe Tristana flex. Which would work. I mean, Syndra can lane into Tristana okay, but there's just still obviously Tristana mid, just broken champion. So it's potential. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the case. Maybe he just likes the Kennen the Urgot matchup. So we'll see here. I suppose I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Lucian come out from mid lane, or like a leave the Tristana mid and then take like a Jinx here would be really OP. I think actually.
Right.
I think Jinx would be nuts into this team.
Ooh. We'll see what Panther Core locks in here. Turf20 says, please read my message. I'ma cry.
Oh, man.
Well.
I was hoping, but this is okay, too.
Oh, the Vigar. Okay.
The Vigar's really good. Vigar's really good as like a response to Rel Urgot, since they are like relatively like pronounced from where they're coming from and stuff like that. And
Right.
like same with Kaisa and Vi, like they want to come in on you and they don't have blinks. So like your Cage gets a ton of value in these fights, especially with Tristana being able to be like super far behind, Kennen to Peel as well. So I think they have a pretty good comp. That said, like Serenity has like hella gank opportunities with Vi. Urgot set up, Syndra set up. Kaiserel obviously can get good flash engages bot lane, depending on Thresh's cooldowns and Tristana's jump. Yeah, there's a ton of dive on Serenity with Kaiserel Vi, as well as like Peel with Urgot Syndra. So it'll be really interesting to see how these goes. I think a lot of this is going to be decided in lane phase. Like I feel like Kennen's going to fall behind because he really can't punish the Urgot very much early, and like at a certain point Urgot's just gonna insta clear the waves and Kennen will be pushed in the rest of the game. So
Yeah,
your Hecarim, like Hecarim's gonna be playing without top or mid prio for like most of the game, so it'll be like Vigar's not gonna be able to outpush the Syndra until like I don't know if he'll ever be able to be honest.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he pilots the early portions of the game.
Sorry about messing up all those transitions there. No, I think you're absolutely right about that. Also, folks, depending on what you think about this draft, about who you think is going to take this game, remember this is a best of 5 series, but predictions are up. Go bet your schmeckles on the team you believe is going to walk away with a win here. We've got a couple of games here, so you got some time to win some money back if you bet wrong the first time. From Bamba says, it's Grand Panther time, baby. Yes, sirree, Bob. Grand Panther's been walking all over this league. Oh, and real quick, thank you so much to our new followers, one of which is From Bamba, as well as Cobalt, Chris, NA, and PDome _. Appreciate you guys. And Wolvarian. By the way, I'm going to butcher these names. Hey, if you'd like to hear me really mess up the name that you took the time to pick out, feel free to follow us. And we'll take a shot at that. So, you were saying Kennen not really able to punish that Urgot up there.
Wait, I guess it was Victor. Mid.
Oh, it was Victor mid.
Yeah, they must have talked about that in chat. I
yeah.
missed it. Yeah. So it must have been Victor mid instead of Syndra, obviously. Otherwise, draft would not be continuing.
Right.
So yeah, Syndra must have been a misclick.
Pro draft will mess up sometimes.
Yeah.
Just a couple more, folks. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Drew is a boss 44. That one was an easy one to say, but not as easy as Mountain Candy. Thanks so much for the follow, guys. Real curious as to what Mountain Candy is. Are they just rocks? Is it gold? I don't know. I'm not a prospector. Okay, looking at these composition Swift Ranger, considering that the Syndra is now a victor, who do you think's coming out on top? Who do you think has any particular advantages? What are your feelings about this?
I think that the Vigar and the Victor matchup's a lot easier for Vigar and like allows less for the Vi to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if a lane on the side of Panther Core doesn't just get decimated in like the solo 1v1 or 2v2, Vi is gonna have a really hard time like doing stuff.
Sure.
She can't really gank Vigar past a certain point, so like early ganks are kind of her best bet, but Victor is useless early, so it's kind of like doesn't really feel that good. And like bot lane has a ton of options to deny her engage, like, and you know, you're Vi trying to gank a Kennen, you know what I mean, like unless he's pushed up, which is not going to be possible in this matchup. I don't think that unless he gets a level 3 gank on Kennen, he's not going to really have opportunities to gank Kennen unless he dives, and then you're diving a Kennen. So it's really hard for the Vi to like get stuff done. and she's just not going to be able to clear as fast as Hecarim, I would assume, unless he knows something I don't. And so I feel like if these lanes just kind of organically play out, you're going to be looking at the 5v5, and I think that's just way harder. I think it's just way harder for Serenity to play them out.
Sure.
Unless, again, that like the lanes are going to have to like solo carry, I think.
Right. I mean, looking back historically, you know, over the course of this economy season, I think every champion here has been piloted by the player that's playing it right now and gotten a win out of it, with the exception of Kennen. I don't know if that's true. I just didn't personally see it, so I'm really curious. I also just haven't seen Kennen in the game in a hot second, so I'm real excited to see like how that plays out.
Yeah, Kennen's one of my favorite champions. I love playing Kennen. Right now he has like a lot of really good itemization options. Like the items are so good for Kennen, but like all of his lanes are terrible.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? So like,
right.
You know, you're kind of like, when you're Kennen, you don't really bully most of the bruisers like at all. I mean, you do, but not enough. You straight up lose to a lot of like relatively meta picks. And then like the tanks, you just don't do enough damage early enough to really get value. So your whole like game plan is picking Kennen is to like get an explosive mid game fight or like TP bottom on 6. Like basically all your stuff is like relying on your jungler and your team. So like unless you like obviously lane kingdom somebody, but you can't really like count on that most of the time. So. But he has really good options for items. Like Protobelt is super good on him. Right. You got like Horizon Focus or whatever is super good on him. Right. You know, he gets way more options for CDR than he did last season. Like last season, like your CDR options were super low, and he loves CDR, right? Right. And now he can get movement speed really easy. He can get CDR really easy, and he gets pen really easy. So like his items are all better, but his lanes are all way worse.
I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it works.
Wait a second, I just remembered. I forgot to do the context. Let me do some context real quick. We've got a couple seconds before we get into game, and I'm certain I'll get cut off anyways, but that's a-okay. Both these teams, Serenity Esports, Panther Corp Recruiting, have had wild seasons. Serenity Esports has practically been #1 the entire season. They literally have not lost a game. They've had a couple of draws, but they have not lost a game throughout the entire regular season. On the side of, and also a bunch of people on the Economy All-Stars team, some shout outs. Everyone deserves to be shout out, but right now just talking about Sigyn, who right now, this is his first time in Plat. He climbed to Plat for the first time ever during this season. So congrats to him. This has been like a huge season of growth for the mid laner of Serenity Esports. On the side of Panther Corp Recruiting, these guys are always part of like insane banger games. The bot lane of Panther Corp, Jack E-Boy has really earned himself a reputation on Thresh specifically, but just in general, these Engage supports. So many signature champs. LaSalle's pointed out right there. And Ruffian was saying before, Ram Cannon on Trist. Absolutely. That's a cardinal pick. And Leggett, last Legate is on Urgot as well. This is just like, if this game was a mixtape, it's all hits. It's just all hits.
That was terrible.
That was terrible?
That was terrible.
Oh, come on, man.
What the hell, dude? Mixtapes. It's not 2004, bro.
Listen, guys, cast your mind back to 1998.
My God.
This is because I was...
Dude, Michael Jackson's last hit was a banger, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, listen, Oops All Bangers, Siege 223 got it. The mixtape line was good. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Swift Ranger. Fucking throw me under the bus.
Boo. Holy.
I deserve to be booed sometimes. That's fair.
I'll be right back. I got to let my dog in.
Yeah, go for it, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As always, if something's messed up with the stream, you just let us know because we're not doing it on purpose. We've almost certainly made a mistake. If the volume sucks, if anything needs to be fixed, you just hit us up in chat. Some people are getting caught by auto mod, the mods that we have online. Use your discretion. Shadow Claw, I don't know why that happened. Guys, I wish I had more vocabulary. I keep saying that this game's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for it to start. Look at that. We got some sportsmanship. Good semicolon JF out from Hooler. Of course, follows it up with a good luck, have fun. But looks like 5-point defense from both teams here. Nobody's risking game one on a crazy all-in invade. It's not the time for that yet. So it looks like we're going to have pretty standard starts to these games, and we'll start to get some insight as to where these junglers are going, where we think these first ganks are going to happen. Looks like right off the bat, Captain Marshmallow, who, by the way, Captain Marshmallow, I'm just going to be talking about these. Thank you. Dupsarus has used the term barn burner. All right, together, collectively, we'll have a cohesive vocabulary here. Captain Marshmallow has played some really, really fantastic. The first thing that really caught my eye about Captain Marshmallow was, me calling myself out on how I thought a game was going. I was like, this guy is just like, he's really consistent. He's just farming away in the mid lane. And then, like, 20 minutes in, he just shows up 0-0-0, highest farm in the game, and destroys a team fight. So I love this Veigar pick on him. This, like, I think plays to some of his strongest qualities as, like, a safe and consistent laner. But we'll see what Swagger 42069 can do to cause some upheaval. And look at this.
I'm back,
folks,
by the way.
Fantastic. What you just saw in the bot lane right there is exactly what you want to do. Do you have level 2 as a bot lane and the enemy laner has level 1? Get up in their face. Be strong, be scary. And that's exactly what C9 Jackie Boy was just doing right there. Oh. All right, Swift Ranger. Looking at this game, where do you think the first kill is going to come from? Where do you think the first kill is going to come from? Which lane do you think is going to get ganked first?
I think Top's going to get ganked here pretty quick. He hasn't warded yet. It's level 3. Level 3 timing and his lane's doomed.
Fair enough. That's a recipe. That's a recipe for a gank if I ever heard one. Yeah, Vi's up there on the top side.
He has to crash this like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Vi's just gonna blast cone over.
Yeah,
I guess it's not a blast cone, but she can gank him right here. Like, he really wants to crash this.
Ooh, but those junglers, look, she's getting pinged out right there. It actually looks like Hooler's gonna walk down on this cannon. We might get a skirmish. Look at this early roam from Captain Marshmallow. This is all mini map, baby. These are all micro movements.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was.
Well, Vi's game is just like really unlucky right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a lot she's gonna be able to do. Her bot lane's just like chunked out. Probably won't be able to move first.
Mm-hmm.
Hecarim's just walking down.
Yo, great first hook from C9 Jackie Boy. Lands the hook, decides not to go in right there. Showing some early restraint. Waiting for the right timing. Probably smart. If he goes in, that rail is just going to be able to engage on him hardcore, and Kai'Sa's probably going to get out of there.
Yeah, but basically, like, Vi's just not able to do anything anymore. Like, she can't. She lost both scuttles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she lost her gank opportunity top.
Hey, look at this hook right here. All right, they're just going to back off. Carry on.
Yeah. This is good. They're chilling. They're chilling. Like, all they have to do is crash this. And, like, bot lane's fine. They can't get ganked. Like, Vi's gonna have to do a level 6 gank, but she doesn't really have like a good target to level 6 anywhere. So right. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, you were saying that Veigar's gonna be pretty difficult to dive for obvious reasons. That cage right there.
Yeah.
Doing a nice little bit of trade-in. This is like, this feels to me like one of those games where these teams are... Look at this, another hook. That is the third hook in a row he's landed onto that Kai'Sa. Like, precision.
And they're like full, I mean,
hooks.
they're full mana. They're full mana, full health. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, the blind rel with a good Thresh player on the other side. Like, what is...
Yeah,
what are they supposed to do? You know, like they can't do anything.
Nah, he's doing a great job of controlling this, like this side pressure. You know, when you're playing a hook champion, it's all about angles and exerting pressure and understanding that the hook not thrown is sometimes more powerful than the thrown hook. So he's doing a great job of that, at just forcing them into awkward positions. But here we go, a gank, a flash right here. Hooler has to flash away right there. He's going to run down. Captain Marshmallow is roaming up. No, he's going to go back down. Hooler's maybe saying, I'm dead, leave me be, or let me get out. Let's see what happens. Let's see who gets this kill right here. Looks like they're going to try and feed it to Sigan. Let's see. Hey, first blood. The Vi's going to take it. You called it, man. You literally called it. You called the person. And honestly, you kind of called the champion that was going to get it too. You said I was going to be involved.
Yeah. Like, it was like literally your only play. What? How did that hit?
Dude, I don't know. A forced flash, but this is the pressure that we were talking about here in the bot lane. First Dragon does go over to Panther Core recruiting.
She can't step up to the shield.
No, that bomb will kill her.
There she goes. Okay.
Good read on her part. This is like another hook.
Yeah, this lane, like this lane is
He's
just so
landed every hook that I've seen him throw. Chat, let me know if that's wrong, but that is freaking wild. Also, Rescued said, wait, X-Ranger and LeChance casting? I must be dreaming, the best boys. That's right. This is our reunion tour. We've buried the hatchet into the chest of our enemy.
We used to hate each other.
We used to hate each other, and then we played Clash, and we realized, hey, we played Clash together. We got destroyed so aggressive. I know this doesn't have anything to do with these economy finals. We got destroyed in Clash so hard. Was that Yone? Like, it was like...
The Yone was like 27 and like 19 minutes.
Man,
hey,
guys.
You know what? We didn't let them finish that game without fighting.
You are absolutely right. That was our team was called, what was it, the Last Second Boys or something? Yeah. Listen, it was a good time. I also just saw somebody say, hold on. Loxia Spur said he has also hooked our hearts. Absolutely. C9 Jack E-Boy has hooked into the hearts. Here we go. Top lane gang. Grand Panther. Last legate is level 6 right here, but they're committing onto this. They get the stun. Another stun right there. The question is, can they finish it? Yes, they can.
Oh, he didn't
Grand
have flash.
Panther.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he flashed. That was good. That was well done.
Look at that. You only need 1 health to live at the end of the day. And really, that's all you got to focus on. So
yeah, that was nuts. That was really good. I forgot that he flashed to set up the gank, so that was really good.
Good sometimers. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Cage goes out. Captain Marshmallow flashes over the cage right there. This is exactly what you were talking about, Swift Ranger. Even with the ult, Captain Marshmallow on this Vigar is going to be a terror to gank.
He's so hard to gank, man. Like the top lane is literally the only place that they can go to get kills. Like bot lane is just doomed. Like Thresh can never, or Thresh just denies Rel so well, and like, yeah, without committing flashes, like the bot lane's not going to be able to do anything.
It is rough because I love the play that Serenity did in draft. Like in terms of draft chess, that was brilliant. Ban 3 things that you know the enemy team uses really, really well, and then take away their like second most effective support. And just say, hey, we can probably deal with the Thresh. And listen, the game's far from over, right? A lot of the things we've been talking about, you know, this is sort of examples of what is it, soft power, like diplomacy and stuff like that. We're just looking at skills and stuff. All these hooks haven't translated into any kills yet, and that is significant in itself. Sure. Are there moral and mental victories?
Kai'Sa and Rel are still going to be relevant in the mid game, and like there's still like execution. Like when I say like they can't really do anything to Vigar, like they definitely can. Like if he uses Cage poorly, or like if Tristana's jump goes down and gets interrupted, like there's a lot of options for Serenity to like play out these fights in the mid game. It's just gonna be really, really difficult.
Absolutely, and also
and like Urgot is still like Urgot is gonna be like an issue. Like it's not gonna be easy to deal with Urgot for sure. And like Kennen has stabilized a little bit, but he like it is not a lane that he's gonna like. The 10 CS gap that you see now is just gonna grow. He's gonna have a hard time matching the push. He's gonna have a hard time.
Hey, we're gonna get a repeat gank
tower
up top lane. But
With
Last
ult?
Legate's flash might actually... Oh, here we go. And this is actually what I was also going to say. Captain Marshmallow puts it down.
There you go. Well
So,
done.
look at this. Top side, really, really well done. Mid lane, really, really well done. This game is about effectively tracking summoner spells. That
Yep.
flash was not up on that Urgot, and they just burned the flash on Captain Marshmallow. So, really, like... The fact that we saw identical plays in two different parts of the map, I think is really telling about how well balanced these teams are. And not for nothing, you know, we're talking about how well Panther Corp is, you know, executing a lot of pressure bot lane, you know, pulling off these other ganks. They're still 500 gold behind just through CS. And now Serenity Esports showing up for this dragon right here. They've got the inside track. That's going to be a little bit of a problem.
I don't think they can fight this without... Kennan's got TP, but he doesn't have ult, because he obviously just used it for the gank.
Right.
I think they just chill. Like, let Tristana push it out, let Vigar go push mid, and then, yeah, just, like, let him waste their time. Miss 4 down here.
So,
Like, Kennan's looking for a TP. Yeah, okay,
oh,
they
here
are
we
gonna
go.
commit.
Channeling, absolutely. Captain Marshmallow is going to get tagged right there. He actually catches the Kaisa, drops a bomb on her, but he doesn't have her low enough. Swagger's a little low. Here we go. But on the back line, Ram Cannon jumping on the back, and Captain Marshmallow lives through all of that. Swagger, the whole Serenity battle lines are
She's dead.
split right here. She may not get out of this, but she also might. I like to hedge my bets because I'm often wrong. And now they're going to turn onto this dragon here. We didn't think that...
and
Yeah.
who their guy kill? Who did they kill? Oh,
So,
he killed Rel.
what
they,
we
they
didn't-
got the Rel.
What the camera didn't show us right there was Tristana Thresh blowing up the backline.
Yeah.
And this is the second dragon. So that's the, because I completely agree with you. And what's more, they're still behind in gold. Oh no, now it's tied. Never mind.
Yeah, it's tough.
Don't listen to me, guys.
They should get some plates. Kennen really needs to get back. That Urgot's gonna just like murder this turret.
Yeah. Oh my god, another hook. C9 Jackie Boy landing it from over the wall, and look at this cohesion. The ult's getting dropped. Now, Ram Cannon is tanking, and he is definitely gonna die. Sigan is here, though, with a lot of damage. The question is, can he 1v3? He legitimately
No.
can't. He flashes away. Look at that. But now he's under tower. Another hook. C9 Jack E-Boy lining him up and knocking him down. And now they might be able to take this tower, but maybe not. Let's find out together.
Yeah, I don't think they can take it, but I think that they're gonna get Herald top and then use it for the Urgot. Urgot's TP isn't up yet, so that's why he wasn't there. They should get Herald. They're just gonna drop it top, get first tower.
Yeah.
This is really good for Serenity and Panther. So, like, honestly, like the Urgot's gonna probably get his full Titanic on back. Vi's getting some gold, which is important. He's going Eclipse, I would assume. Maybe Prowler's Claw. I have no idea, man.
Yeah, I'm
But,
also not
I
100%
think it's
sure.
probably gonna be Eclipse. So she's gonna be like really relevant damage source to the back line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, yeah, Urgot's got 2,000 gold. That should be enough to complete. I think 2,100 is what he needs to get Titanic, so he should be able to get it on spawn or on recall. Then they're just gonna collect plates from
Yeah.
the kind of extended fights that happened.
So Panther Corp just moved a lot of people around here, and for their trouble, Serenity is actually getting to free hit some of these turrets for a hot sec. Obviously, plates are down right now. But this is like, so, you know, when you look at KDAs, when you look at games of League of Legends, right? The big, obvious, the first thing you look at is, what are the kills, right? And when you look at a game and you say 2 to 7, 14 minutes in, like, yikes, that is someone who is starting to run away with the game. But then your eyes drift up into the left and right, and you see the gold is practically even. Yes, there are dragon stats that are giving Serenity a little bit more, but the fundamentals of Serenity are keeping them in this game. So the question is, when we get, you know, when we scale this game into infinity, Swift Ranger, who do you think wins, like, absolute late game? Oh, here we go. Grand Panther riding in here on a horse. Sigan actually going to get feared here as well. Captain Marshmallow with the smooth execute on that Vigar. Well done from them.
If it goes absolute late, it's like really, really hard. It's still
Right.
execution. I feel like I think their scaling is relatively well matched.
Yeah.
Kai'Sa's obviously like the big outlier for me as far as like Tristana, because Tristana will be able to like blow people up, but I think that Kai'Sa's job is just easier, because she can hit the front line and do equal damage, and like I don't think
Yeah.
that's the case for Tristana, because if she's able to hit some of them, she's gonna be taking damage.
Ooh, Hooler right here, gonna get ulted on by that Vi. Kai'Sa gonna ult in as well. Hooler ults in return, but he does go down. That's a shutdown. That was 600 gold going over into the pocket of that Kai'Sa. That is not irrelevant. Swift Ranger, help me out here. Why is this gold so even? I'm looking at the kills across the board.
Plates on Urgot got like 800 golden plates,
Okay.
900 golden plates.
That
So
makes
like
a
you
lot
see
of
like
sense.
there's like 1,000 gold. There's 1,000 gold difference on top lane. He's up
Right.
30 CS, and he's got like he got 5 plates and first turret bonus. And then like bot lane's only 300 gold down, and like because they don't have any kills, the
Right.
Hecarim is 300. Like Hecarim's only like what 400 gold ahead of the Vi because she shared plates with top.
Sure.
So yeah, it's basically all top.
Damn, guys, the power of plates. I honestly did not expect them to have that much impact in the game, because I was looking at it and I was like, all right, Ram Cannon's not, hasn't gotten any kills yet, but 3 assists and like up 35 farm, like that's not irrelevant.
And I think mid got plates too. Actually, I think he got 1 plate at least. So
Yeah.
he's like I think he got a solo plate too. So like he got like another 200 gold from that. So they're basically like it's almost all plate gold, like essentially.
Just real quick, want to read one comment in the chat here. Clutch FG says, "Go Sports." Hell yeah. I love that.
This dragon fight's like really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like really important. Everyone's flash is up pretty much. Most TPs for the people that are joining the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vi's backing right now, which I think is kind of sus, but
Yeah, that's a rough.
yeah, they're just giving
Vi's-
it. They must be just giving it. They're just gonna go for play on top.
Sigan's gonna
Yeah,
go
I
for.
kinda
Oh
hate-
my
I kinda
God!
hate
C9
that.
Jackie Boy lands it, throws the lantern over the wall. Yes, he's gonna ult as well, and Captain Marshmallow is actually on the back here. Sigan is gonna go down. Ram Cannon's gonna get that kill, and Sooner in Texas is here with the Kai'Sa, but he's gonna get feared, knocked off to the side, and Captain Marshmallow's deleting people. Ram Cannon jumping, hipping, and hopping all the way to another kill right here. Jesus. God, Panther Corp has been playing these fights so well, and they are all off the back of these great hooks from C9 Jack E-Boy. I do not imagine we see Thresh again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like real honest. I'm pretty sure like I don't necessarily love calling games like right now, but like I don't think there's any way they win. Like they needed Urgot and Vi to be there for that fight for sure. Like they needed to contest that. They're gonna end up getting Ocean Soul, I believe. And like the Kennen, like killing him is great, but he already has 3 kills, so his gold's already pretty much like he's in a fine spot. Like he's 2,000 gold down, but he doesn't really care because I think he probably has his item. Yeah, he's got his proto belt, so like he's still gonna be able to get his ult down, and that's really all that matters because he has a Vigar and a Tristana that should be doing most of the damage anyways. So like he's just there for CC anyway. So kills on Kennen is kind of like mute, right? Like it just kind of keeps him in the game. And like relevant to do what he does.
So I think it's
like I just think you just need to like 3-ban support. If you want to first pick Rel, like if you're blue side again and you want to first pick Rel, you just have 3-ban support.
right.
Like
Just
get rid of the
get that out of
Seraphine,
the
get rid of the
equation.
Alistar, get rid of the Thresh, and then yeah.
Handle the rest of it as it goes on.
Yeah, get like a playable, because your lane matchups are all playable. Your jungle matchups clearly playable. But like the bot lane, like this Thresh is getting so much value. Like
Now, I'll say this: I do think that Panther Corp has got this really commanding lead, especially in terms of play. But if we were to entertain Serenity's way back into this game, I do just have to point out again, it's 4 kills to 11, 3 dragons down, and the gold is practically even. So that is always a red flag to me. That shows to me that like, yes, Serenity is like on the surface, they're getting the back end of a lot of these fights, but oh dang, it always, even if I'm not in the game, it bugs me if the Rift can't get that last thing.
Now you're looking at like 1,000 gold lead, so it's like straight up 1,000 gold lead. There's a 2,000 gold lead on the top laners.
Right.
So basically, if they want to win, they need to have Urgot involved in like every single fight.
Right.
Yeah, like Urgot can't split anymore. Like basically he has to be at every single team fight. He's not even gonna go. He's gonna go. What's it called? Cleaver second. So he's not even going to Mythic yet. Yeah. So basically, like what's gonna happen is, first of all, they have to fight 4th Dragon. But they'll have to fight 4th Dragon. So they'll probably be at 2 items on. There'll probably be 2 items on the Urgot. And they'll be about halfway to an item on the Kaisa.
Look at this, another hook from Jack right there. Doesn't go for it though.
They won't be on 2 items probably for Victor. They'll be about halfway to Kaisa, and I think
you're talking about where their items should be for this dragon
Urgot
fight.
will be 2 items. Urgot will be 2 items. Vi might have Sterix. It'll be close. But then like on the side of Panther, they're gonna have 2 items across the board pretty much, except for Kennen. So like they'll be looking at Phantom Dancer, probably Cosmic Drive for Vigar. Vigar's probably almost got. Oh no, he's about 1,000 gold away, so he should get it. And then you already got two damage items on the Hecarim, or 2 items on the Hecarim with Sterix and Chem Tank.
Yeah.
Like it's just so hard. Like they have to outperform. They basically have to outperform the fight.
Captain Marshmallow
really
looking for a 1v3 right here. A great ult onto Captain Marshmallow. Swagger still really going in. They get the shutdown, and this happens 48 seconds before this next dragon shows up. This is exactly what Serenity needed to get themselves back into this game.
And they should have Vialt. I think they should have Vialt for the turn. Actually, it might be close. 50 seconds. They can actually recall here maybe if they want. Now they can't, but they could have if they wanted to. But I think they're just going to chill. So I guess Panther's just going to not fight without Vigar, which is probably smart.
Yeah.
Kennen doesn't really have a great flank ward. Tristana's getting red, then she'll walk down. I think they just give. I don't think they're in a spot that they can really fight.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, Serenity's got the inside track. Absolutely. Yeah, no,
they just go Baron, right? Are they going Baron?
They might go Baron. Yeah. I don't know if they can do it fast enough, but they certainly are.
They have no vision on it.
They have no vision on it. They're doing it right now.
Oh,
they're just going for it. They smell it. They're going up towards it. All right, about a quarter done. Guys, we have got a Baron play going on.
Their turn is nuts, though.
Yeah, let's see if they can pull it on. Captain Marshmallow is here to throw out some cages and maybe slow them down a little bit. Oh, hold on. Is it the A key? Yeah, all right. They get the Baron. Absolutely. They're going to back out. Okay, no fight. All right, trade soul. Oh, C9 Jack E-Boy is going to go down. At the very least, it's a consolation.
Yeah, so Baron makes it really, really hard for them to do anything now for a while. They don't have a great split pusher, so it's not really like a turret threat necessarily.
Yeah.
Dude, please, Urgot, finish a mythic. Now you need Stridebreaker, my friend.
Right.
Now is the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you were wondering what time it is
now is the time for Stridebreaker. And
now is the time.
He has been like uber farming. Like this man has a 70 farm lead practically. Yeah. Like that's wild.
He's gonna go straight for.
I'll say also the danger of Victor.
I guess he can go tank mythic now actually.
Instead of Stridebreaker.
Yeah, he can probably go. What's it called? The Frozen Gauntlet, Iceborne, whatever it is now. The blue one. That's like all right. So that fun fact about me, I know so little of the item names.
Nice. Yeah. Hey man, like, me too. Don't even worry about it.
The blue one.
Yeah. I've described Hecarim as the big horse guy before, so this is.
I just say he's broken, terrible champion.
Listen, man, you're a famed local equestrian. Look at this hook right here. Jack taking the pain train. Here we go. Grand Panther way into the back line. Vi using the ult right there as well, but it's a 4v1. Vi's going to go down sooner, and Texas does live right here, but you've just got to focus on this turret defense. We can see the last legate in the top lane backing so that they can help defend this tower.
They shouldn't be able to get the turret. They don't have I don't think they have enough minions.
Yeah.
Hecarim's going to push. They'll get the outer, I think, but I don't think they can get this one. It's too hard.
Yeah, you're probably right. Victor, of course, great anti-siege. I mean, let's see. Oh, there we go. Dropping the CC from the Victor right there. Sigyn, of course, is going to get very, very dangerous at a certain point. And when Victor gets strong...
He's going for the one-shot build.
Yeah.
The Lichbane Ludens.
Hey, man, that's what you need to do in this situation. You need to start one-shotting people.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. I would have liked probably...
Look at this right here. No, great bomb. They're going to get that tower right there. Ram Cannon, this is... All right, Hooler, actually maybe pulling the trigger right there. All right, he's going to get engaged on. He does just die. That was a great turn from Serenity Esports. Let's see if they can back up out of here. Captain Marshmallow, of course, frontlining against an Urgot right here. Good Everfrost. That was a predict hook right there. Grand Panther right here in the back line. Oh, lantern thrown out. Oh, he's going to get chewed up and spit out in the meat grinder. Not much you can do about that.
These fights are just so hard, man. Like,
yeah.
The Vigar ruins their comp late. Like,
yeah.
they need to catch him with his E down, and that E cooldown is, like, just going to get smaller.
Right.
So, yeah, getting mid is going to be really important for him here. If they can get it, it's really nice. Tristana shouldn't back, neither should Vigar, and they should be able to clear this out.
I gotta say this, the Baron did not, like, it broke the base in the sense that the inhib's down, but you don't have an inhib down. Serenity Esports still pretty much tied in gold. I think this game's going to become about dragons. We'll see. But twice now, they've gotten the inside track on these fights against Panther Corp. Being able to pick off Hooler and Grand Panther right there. Massive. In buying themselves some breathing room, right? Now Vi is able to collect a little bit of her jungle. It's not as oppressive. And that's actually the first time Grand Panther's died. All right, everyone's died at least once, so there will be no deathless series this time around. Just declaring that right now. We'll see. Hooler's going to crash this.
Now we just go into that state where everyone just kind of knocks stuff down. This is another fight they have to have to fight.
43 seconds till this...
TP on Urgot so he can push out this top wave and then either walk down. Where's the dragon timer?
Dragon timer's on the, there's a thing for it. Captain Marshmallow with a great stun right there. Okay, now Cage is down. If you, on the bottom left side, there's a little eye icon. Click that. You will see a way to pull up the objective timers.
Hey.
Damn straight.
Yeah, I turned this off in game too.
Nice. 15 seconds. Dragon's going to come up. Panther Corp on the inside. They're beginning this dragon
doomed.
dance.
They can't fight it.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Their position's so bad.
Oh, let's see. Grand Panta is actually going to engage in on them. Now, Gale Force goes into the back end. Great job with the ult. Sooner in Texas is in the back as well. And Hooler is back with his ultimate, laying everything down, but he's going to get suppressed, and he's going to fear as well. Ram Cannon gets the kill, but then goes down. Sigan also killed on the back line. This is a 3-for-3 right now, and now it's support and jungler versus top and jungler. Let's see, a hook from C9 Jack E-Boy, but just to buy time. I actually think Serenity came out on top right there.
Like, dude, they can't engage there. That stinks. That's a bummer. That
was okay. Grand Ponte. This is junglers fighting back and forth. Let's see if he's got smite up. He's gonna go in. Yeah, Blue team gets the dragon. Wow. Okay, junglers. That's when your smite matters. And Swagger stepped up right there. Wow. Wow. Again, I think this game's going to become about dragons as it goes on later and later. But now we're getting to about 30-ish minutes. We're starting to see early advantages slip away. We all know, later the game goes on, the more gold people have, the less those things matter. But Serenity's kept neck in neck, gold-wise, the entire time. Now, Sigan, once again, scaling up. Now, Swagger is 5-1-5. I mean, the man is not small here. And Sigan is catching up in farm drastically. Let's see, we've got another 5v5 fight maybe coming up. Both sides want this Baron. Scuttle Crab goes over to Serenity. Both teams jockeying back and forth for position here. Okay, it's always good to use those scrying plants. And Grand Panta's on his way back. Having Hecarim ult for this fight is going to be huge. Ram Cannon's ult's coming up. That's all the ults that are going to be up for Panther Corp, and all the ults are going to be up for Serenity. In terms of relevant summoners, Ram Cannon, the Tristana, has got to rely on the W as either an escape or the hammer that finishes the fight. How Ram Cannon used that W is going to be huge because he's so much of the damage for Panther Corp. But he's also, I don't think this will surprise anyone, not very tanky.
Yeah, they like need to, like, so now now they're at the point where like they cannot engage.
Where Panther Corp can't engage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Panther Corp needs to like play all these fights around the cage cooldown and Kennen flank.
Right.
If Kennen can get a flank, then they can engage. If the cage hits somebody, then they can go. Like they cannot initiate fights at all. Like anyone that initiates,
Ooh,
like whether it's Hecarim, anybody, like
speaking
they
of fights,
cannot go.
this
Now they
Baron
can go.
being
They can
started
fight on
right
this.
now. Yeah, they've got to fight on this. I don't know if you want to turn over Baron to the team that's starting to get momentum back. Here we go. Huller looks like he's going for the engage. The flash in. He ults. He's going to get 3-man stun right there. Go Golden. Okay, Grand Panther comes in. That's the Hecarim ult right there. Ram Cannon getting a lot of damage on the backline, but he's living, trying to dodge that Urgot Fear. But the last Legate, huge and full health on the backline. He's turning this fight for his whole team right there. Grand Panther's going to go down, but he's got GA. He's going to come back up, but Captain Marshmallow can't help him. Let's see the flash over. Sigan trying to one-shot him. Gets the kill on Captain Marshmallow. That is a full Coriander ace for the side of Serenity. Well done on them. Now they can just turn back around and get this Baron. Dude, this is what we were talking about.
Urgot just carries these now. He's so strong.
Absolutely. And now for the first time all game, Gold has dipped back in the direction of Serenity Esports. And it's a slight diff, but they've been keeping that this entire time.
There's like a 5,000. Like I think Urgot's gotten like every single shutdown. Like there's like a 5,000 gold difference between him and top. Mid's 1,000 gold up.
Yeah.
Or not mid. Jungle's 1,000 gold up. Mid's even. Bot lane's almost like, I mean, it's 2,000 gold for the Tristana, but it's kind of useless because Tristana can't fight like Kai'Sa can
Right.
in the way that they're team fighting. So yeah, it's looking relatively doomed. There's the tank mythic coming in for the Urgot, the blue one.
Just like you were saying. Good
So-
read.
Yeah. So it's tough, man. Like they can still fight, but like now they're like full defensive. They have to get catches like off
Right.
the initial engage with the Vigar. Like everything's on the Vigar now. Like literally the entire game. Like if they want to win, it's gonna be off Vigar cages.
Absolutely.
Cannon's gonna be sort of useful, but like I just don't think they can even fight. I don't even think you fight this dragon. I think you just give it.
Yeah, you give it up. You show up for the next dragon. Like, make it really for soul.
Yeah.
Because you want...
Like,
they've got Baron
Vigar's
right now.
going Zhonya's next. Like, Vigar maybe had death cap, but he's going Zhonya's, so I
Right.
think that they just chill. The Baron is going to be mostly used up for the dragon anyways, so like...
Right. Hey,
You
that's
just-
Kai'Sa ult down right there. Kai'Sa ult and Gale Force down for this.
That was a play. I think that,
mean,
yeah,
do you think they can fight
this,
around
man?
that ult being
Oh,
down? Let's see
hell
Grand
no.
Panther trying to go in right here. He does ult, gets a 3-man fear right here. Hook goes wide. Oh my god, Vi ult into the backline. This is so much damage coming down. Sigan still full health, able to just rain down fire and lasers as Victor. That is going to be a full ace right there again for Serenity. Back-to-back aces, and the third dragon being picked up as well for them. That is massive.
Yeah, you just can't fight that. Like you have to be a little bit more aware of how you fight. Like they have to be like now. I think the game's probably pretty well over. I don't think that they can fight the next dragon. They just get 4 Ocean Soul. You'll never kill Urgot.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is one of those things where
It's a wrap.
now you've got to do something creative if you're on the side of
Yeah.
Panther Corp.
I mean, you have to try to catch like Victor by himself, just like four-man bang him like.
Right.
This is where you're just looking for like the shutdown on Urgot baby if you get 5 people on top of him.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if you really can.
I
Honestly.
mean, yeah, we're going to see. This is a hook onto Rel, not necessarily the target you want to full engage on. So they're back up. Let's talk about the situation, right? Rough situation for Panther Corp right here, especially because they had this early lead, and now they have to react to a different game state. And that's more relevant because when you're playing a game of League, you know, we've all been there, you kind of get used to the amount of damage that you're doing, and then it takes a minute to adjust if item-wise and gold-wise you end up behind. So there is an open inhib on the side of Serenity Esports. If we're talking about, you know, a second fairy tale comeback, we talked about what Serenity needed to do, and they did it. Now, what Panther Corp would need to do is probably take that inhib, even if it's on like some sort of secret mission. Oh, here we go. The 1v1 right here. It's a level 17 Vi, though. Huller level 15. Does ult. Oh my god. Lived a second longer than I thought he was gonna. And look at that teleport. Look at this team play right here. A good flash over the wall by Jack E-Boy just to get some distance. But Serenity, they've seen the effectiveness of them winning these 5v5s. They're not going to go anywhere. They are balled up and ready to bounce. I don't think that they can crack the 5v5 just yet. Let's see, though. That's a lot of damage. Hey, Cast the Curse is real. Rel engages onto the backline, but so does Grand Panther. Let's see. Last Legate still really full health. C9 Jack E-Boy is going to get suppressed and pulled down. Last Legate's dealing so much damage here. Let's see if they can turn it around. Grand Panther taking a lot of damage and goes down himself. Captain Marshmallow and Ram Cannon against the world right here. Siggin gets the double kill. Ram Cannon is up, and now he's down. This is going to be the first game in our 5-game series going to Serenity Esports. This is going to be such a banger series. Oh my God. Okay, we got the spectator bug. We have to leave the game. Hot damn. Hot damn.
Yeah. So if I'm all right, I'll go over both teams.
Yeah, talk it over, man.
If I'm Panther Core, I'm banning Urgot. Banning Urgot. That's pretty much like you just ban it. Like I would much rather see Lissandra than a scaling Victor that you were doing fine in lane against. So like I wouldn't worry about like lane phase necessarily. But yeah, get rid of the Urgot. Like just don't allow it to be played. In the game, like you were doing fine in lane, but like if you're not gonna play to match, like you have to get rid of it. Like you can't play for team fight if he's gonna play something like that. So get rid of the Urgot or take Gnar into it, like you know what I mean, and actually like contest the lane phase. You know what I mean? And then if you're on the side of Serenity, like dude, get rid of Thresh. Like you know what I mean? Like you obviously showed that you can team fight later, but like the Thresh slowed your game down by 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it was the Thresh, right? Like the Thresh was like 009 or something in the mid game in like a 12 kill game. Like dude, get rid of Thresh. Like just 3-ban support first round, and then you know what I mean? Then you're looking at like something that you can probably repeat your game 1 performance on. But yeah, I assume you're not getting Urgot. Like I just don't think that you see Urgot anymore. I don't like maybe get rid of Urgot and then maybe drop a ban and get rid of like the Victor. Like Vi didn't seem that useful. Like he got some kills, but it was mostly off the back of like poor choices rather than actual yeah.
I will say though the kit did allow him to capitalize on those things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I'm not saying that he just didn't do anything, but like yeah, I feel like most of the Vi's effectiveness could have been replicated with pretty much anything. That's just the jungler being smart, right? Like he was allowed he did some good stuff with the ults and things like that, but I mean I think he does that on any champion. So like I don't think the Vi's really too much of a problem. I would say Urgot's a huge issue. If he's going to be able to do stuff like that, like just get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely. If
Cannon's your answer, and you're not willing to play the mid game the way that you have to win with that kind of a comp, just don't play it. Like get rid of the Urgot. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I don't let Thresh through. Especially don't blind support into the Thresh. So yeah, that's my analysis. Get rid of Thresh. Get rid of Urgot. Maybe the Victor, and see where you go from there.
Absolutely. I mean, I want to talk about the highs and the lows, right? On this side of Panther Corp, by the way. All right, now the stream can watch me try and fiddle around with the scenes there. So on the side of Panther Corp, great early game, right? Great early to mid game. Get 3 dragons right off the bat. Get a ton of picks, get a really high kill lead, right? Making a lot of really positive plays right there, but then it starts to fall off. So I don't think Panther Core should be dismayed by a game like that. I think they should see that they can close out a game like that faster. They just need to be more conscious about it. And then on the side of Serenity, like they've got to be looking at their mentality and saying like, hey, we survived a game where at least it may have felt like we were pretty far behind. So they know that, okay, calm, cool, collected. Let's play it out. Let's see. And I think a game like this it'll do two things. One, it'll remind Serenity, calm, cool, collected. That's the way to be. And two, it'll show Panther Corps, you've got to end these games. Because if you let them play it out super far, you might not get a chance to play much longer. But this is a best of 5, and best of 5, so for economy, the regular season is 2 games. Rescued, Serenity won the first game. So, 2 game matches is what the regular season was, right? You could either win by taking both of them, or you could tie. Then we get into playoffs, it's best of 3s. A little bit different from that. Best of 5s, a completely different ball game. Wait, what am I doing? Let me put on this over intense music. Here we go. It's free and it's League of Legends related. So let's see what they take into this draft right here. We're back in it. The Lysandra ban, the Nocturne ban. We haven't seen anything different just yet. Ezreal. I don't know what they're going to do.
Urgot, please.
Yeah,
please,
Urgot should be
Thresh,
the last
man.
ban for sure. Yeah, I think the Urgot and the Thresh are both great bans. But of course, maybe Serenity says, hey, we beat the Thresh. Let's leave the Thresh up. Okay, the Rel ban this time. Although, of course, yeah, interesting. So they're
just gonna B2 Urgot again. Like they must have something to play, I guess. But yeah, I think yeah, it gets the Rel Thresh. So you can take Seraphine here. I think that's probably your best call.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Who is this?
This is Bigfoot. Who
bless.
It's me.
is you? Joining us.
Could you be so kind as to share your screen?
Yeah,
for
no
draft?
problem, man.
I'm sure I have some things to say about it.
Absolutely.
Enhance.
Enhance. Let me.
What is that from, dude? I just watched like.
Oh,
that
yeah,
video
talk to me-
a while ago.
Talk to me
What is
about
from?
that. Ev
The
Ding is
enhanced
playing
thing.
Acclivity. Okay, Kaisa Urgot taken. Hecarim Seraphine taken on the Panther Corps side. How do you feel about the Seraphine being picked up from Panther Corps here?
It gives him better team fight than the Thresh.
Mhm.
Like the picks in the early stuff won't be as good, but like the later should be a little bit more stable. It's pretty good into Urgot, but like they need to have a response to it. I don't know. That is a response to it. The Camille can beat the Urgot. The Camille can beat the Urgot, but like it's a hard matchup. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's
Right.
not like what I wouldn't consider it like Camille favored to be the melee champion, obviously. So like past that level 9 mark, like it's gonna be really really hard for her to play that out. So yeah, it's kind of another pick. Like maybe they're really sick at it. I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure. I haven't really seen this guy play that. It doesn't look like he plays too much of it in solo queue.
Plays which one?
Camille
Plays Camille.
on Panther
Oh,
Corps.
Hooler does play Camille.
Does he?
Hooler,
Yes.
yes. That's something that he's pretty comfortable on. Something that he.
I guess he's got like 30 games on it. He's got a 55% win rate. Okay, so like
Yeah,
he's
this
got
is
games
this
on
is
it.
something that he's definitely more comfortable on, definitely more familiar. The Kennen was the thing that I was like, okay, that's interesting and that's cool. And I don't necessarily think it was a bad pick. It was just one that I was unfamiliar seeing him on. So this will be interesting. And now Gale, I haven't seen Gale on Pike yet, so I'm really excited to see that as well.
Pike is an interesting pick. I actually like Pike is really crazy to me because I feel like their lane phase last time went really, really poorly.
Mhm.
I feel like Panther Corps' bot lane just lanes extremely well. And I don't think it's necessarily just on the Thresh because the other games I watched, I think it was a Rel game and a Thresh game. I mean, they just lane so well, and I feel like double range, they're just going to be much better at it. And so I feel like, I just feel like they're going to lane really, really strongly. So I don't know. I feel like the Pyke is kind of like another thing they pick for the mid game, but they don't really have good ways to set him up necessarily. And like, Urgot doesn't want you to execute people with his, thing. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna see. we can take shots in the dark, but I don't think you're necessarily saying anything that's wrong here.
Yeah, I just don't. I hate Pyke. I think he's super useless. But maybe this guy's sick at him. You know what I mean? It's one of those champions that, like, if you're sick at Pyke, like, you're sick at Pyke, you're gonna make some cool plays.
For
but,
sure.
Like, I feel like the champion, like, especially against like the comp that they're putting together, is like really, really like the options. And when I say stuff like useless and like the champions aren't that good, I'm not saying like, like this guy's trolling or anything like that. It's I kind of look at the comps and think about the situations where the champion is going to be able to shine, and I just don't see those situations happening against this comp. Like, they have a Seraphine and a Hecarim, both champions that Pyke doesn't really deal with very well, except in laning phase. And then like Camille, Orianna, like Tristana, like the Pyke is going to have to come in after everyone else has come in, and like they're not really like a team that you're going to get many picks on. So it feels out of place. But Zach Victor, really strong team fighting combination, especially once they both get items. A little bit less useful early, but again, like the jungler for Serenity did a really good job last game, so I assume that he'll be fine this game. He had like a doomed start too, like lost both scuttles, like was far behind and reset, like so I'm sure he'll be fine. Playing this out, but like I said, the Urgot's like a big issue. Like if I'm Hecarim, I'm like, dude, start bottom, path top, put Urgot like a level behind the Camille. Like you can't let that be even going in the dragon fight, so you're just gonna lose.
Right. Yeah. By the way, predictions are back up again. Do you think Panther Corp is gonna learn from their mistakes, come back, turn this into a mother effing series? Or are Serenity going to stay cool, calm, collected, maintain the pace, maintain the status quo, and come out 2-0, putting us to a game 3? We'll see. We'll find out. But you let us know what you think by betting those schmeckles. Dupesaru says, you know it, me, Panther Corp. He's betting a lot of money on Panther Corp right here. I respect that. Let's see what else we got in here. Zelius, this is game 2. They're taking a quick bathroom break. Stream.
Guys, I have to sleep too, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I was being selfish.
Listen, guys, no bathroom. We want 5-game series, no bathroom breaks.
I'm gonna start taking the draft responsibilities for this game if you guys keep taking bathroom breaks.
Yeah. Mountain Candy says, PCR for the win always. By the way, folks, if you are enjoying this series of games, if you like what you're seeing here, feel free to give us a follow. If you'd like, we're going to be doing a lot. This is our playoffs, not week, playoff several weeks. We've got 5 leagues, and this is the first finals that we're streaming. So there are a lot more League of Legends games of this kind of ilk. If you're interested, we're here for it.
Feel free to complain about LeChance. I'm his boss.
Yeah.
Send all the messages to me. I'll compile them in my envelope. See if we can't get him fired.
Absolutely. Swift Ranger is my supervisor. Every morning, I walk over to his desk. I put a lemon poppy seed muffin, and the way he likes his coffee, 4 creams, 5 sugars. Put that right there on his puts that right there on his desk. It's practically milk, guys. Listen, he's my supervisor. I know this to be true, but please send in complaints to Swift Ranger, and dude, he will discipline me appropriately.
Dude, well played.
Thanks, man.
Practically milk. Jesus.
Hey, it's just the way it is. Yeah, the Jake Man 101, 4 creams, 5 sugars, pretty buck wild. Yeah, listen, every time
I like buy coffee like amphetamines, just as much sugar as possible, as much caffeine as possible.
Oh my god. Ooh, DVD TTV.
Like to
payout
mix my
75%.
bang with coffee.
Yeah, man. Listen, I just take the orders. I'm a coffee boy around the LBLCS office. Let's be real.
Coffee boy.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Logan just gets orange juice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, what would be the coffee orders of all the admins? That's definitely a good time killer question for another time.
Yeah, wait till I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that during break.
Oh,
Think about it before break.
100%. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I think that Serenity's gonna piss me off and win this game. Or not Serenity, I think Panther Corp's gonna
Panther
piss me
Corp?
off and win this game. Yeah, I think Panther Corp's gonna win this game.
Dude.
I want it to be a 3-0 by somebody. I didn't really care who it was gonna be, but yeah,
Oh.
I think I'm gonna be up late tonight. So
I think we're yeah.
I think that they win this game. I think Urgot will have to like straight up hard 1v9 again, and I think it's just way harder against Orianna. Tristan, like
Yeah.
Seraphine's gonna make it so tough for him to get in the back line. Like,
Absolutely.
their whole team has to go forward. I guess the Zach allows backline access for the Kaisa, but it's like, do you really want to be in that backline? Like, to be honest.
Right. So that's what I was.
So it's gonna be tough. I think they probably win, but I also thought that the only way that they won last game was if Urgot 1v9. So I guess Urgot 1v9 again is the play.
This is
If
like
he gets a lead in lane though, it's actually doomed. Like if Urgot gets a lead against the Camille, like it's actually doomed. I don't think that the Camille will ever be useful. Like she already struggles into Victor. Kaisa, like she can lock him down, but like
right.
you know, it's Kaisa's so broken, man. So I think like the Camille is kind of one of those things that like if she's even in gold, like I think she'll be okay. Because then she'll still have relevant damage on the Kaisa, and like you know she can ball delivery, you know, she
Right.
can follow Hecarim in, you know she can lock down Victor Kaisa, help with the Urgot. But if she's behind, like she is just more than useless. Like she won't be able to split push, she won't be able to engage fights. Like she'll just be a walking sack of 180 gold because she died 10 times.
I do have to say, I love casting this game with you in particular, and also like players who have higher elo knowledge and experience, because just so folks know, this is our economy league. This is sort of like gold-ish and below, because everything you're saying is right, but this is like taking a physicist and bringing them to a fantasy realm. Like everything you're saying is correct, but you've got to factor in the spirit and the X factor of just
exactly. Like, that's like what I said last game. Like, dude,
right.
There's no way that they should be able to win that game just based on comps and like the lead that they had going in early. But then like Urgot got 12 kills or 8 9 kills. You know what I mean? Like Urgot, but you know Urgot beyond all expectations manages to get melee range against the Vigar. Like you know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that. And so yeah, like we can say like what we think is gonna happen, like what champions can do and can't do and shouldn't be able to do. Like I think this Pike's gonna be giga useless too. Like Camille and Pike are both like two champions that stick out really hard for me in these drafts. Is like, what the hell are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like what are you doing here? But again, like maybe Camille gets 12 kills and wins the game. You know, Baby Pike gets 40 resets, backs on 2 full completed lethality items in 18 minutes. You know,
right?
Like, I have no idea, right? Like
and like
that's what's fun about these games,
right? Yeah, the thing when I think of having Pike in the game, what it makes me think about is that it changes the environment of a team fight. Because you're no longer fighting with your full health bar, right? You're fighting with 75% of your health bar. And Pike immediately has to have you reconsider like, okay, I'm not actually as tanky as I think I am because I've got this execute. And you've also got this, the single target, obviously the suppress of the Urgot, like his whole ultimate has an execute factor to it as well. But Pike's is like much more brutal and immediate and able to
right?
Affect everyone, right? You know, you can't just have someone else body block this. So I mean, we'll see. That might not be enough, right? He's also like not a tank, so you can blow him the hell up if you catch him out. And hey, you know what I bet takes priority over the Pike animation is a Seraphine ult, smacking you in the face. Let me turn this intense music off. Let's transition over into the game. If the stream crashes, we'll be right back. Always got to say that just in case.
Just in case we ruin the entire thing, like we will be back.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, if you were wondering, like, can I accidentally fuck up this whole stream? Yeah, man. That is well within my accidental ability. But we're here, baby. We're here. This is all working as it should. Before they get off the pad, do you think we have a level 1 invade or no?
I don't think either team should level 1 invade. I
Okay.
think it's like I mean, I guess Serenity can with the pike, I suppose.
Right.
But, like, they just have no follow-up, really. So, like, it's kind of useless.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. The Jake Man 101 says, sounds like a challenge. Mess up the stream. You won't. Oh, man. Hey, look at that. A pull right there. Grant Ponce is going to walk out. Whew. That scared me. Jake Man, I have messed up this stream countless times. I've got a bunch in the bank already that I can use one of those. There's a whole season where my computer would just turn off in the middle of the stream.
If you sub and go through all of our VODs, you'll easily be able to find those mess up streams for...
Oh, listen, guys, if you want to go back and see my computer fuck up this whole thing a bunch of times, definitely sub if you're interested in that. Or, hey, check out our YouTube channel. Or, feel free to complain to my supervisor. Once again,
Just
it is
hit
Mr.
that
Swift
like
Ranger.
button. Hit that like and
just smash
subscribe button.
Just obliterate that like button, and we'll eviscerate that sub button.
The Yeezys that I bought with our funds and our...
Oh, yeah, man. I mean...
I'm looking at a new pair. These ones got scuffed today walking in my carpet. So
you're going to burn those?
I'm going to need, brand new carpet, by the way. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you could sub and get me a little bit more money, that would be great.
Speaking of the Jake Man 101, thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate that, dude. Going towards Swift Ranger's new Yeezys. And listen, I'm just the coffee boy around the office, but Swift Ranger and I have sort of dueling lake mansions that we shoot longbows at each other from the porch. So, it's just all in the life of the low budget LCS. What if for a season we
just as a disclaimer, I actually make less than zero money. Less than zero money from LCS. Just so everybody's aware that I'm actually not making any kind of profit from this.
Yeah, if you were also curious, I was here since day one.
I lose time and brain cells.
Yeah. I would say this isn't, we're not doing this for our health, but I do have a ton of fun doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jake Man says no problem. Oh wait, also Carson, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for being the newest investor in the LBLCS. We will see you at the board meetings. There's a very complicated set of directions. We'll get into that right there. Gale is going to miss that hook right there. Here we go, though. Gank in the top lane. Last leg 8 might be able to get this kill. Hooler tries to dash out. That's a first blood for Swagger. Oh, right here. Gale's got a great pull. Ram Cannon's got to jump out. Look at this. Serenity taking control of this game right off the bat. They've got the gold lead. They've got the kill lead. Let's see what they can do with the rest of this game. But like we saw last game, early game doesn't mean jack. If your Nexus isn't up by the time the game is over.
Yeah, Slane's going a little bit better for bot lane this time. He's exerting pressure and stuff.
Yeah, the pressure that Jack E-Boy was able to exert on Thresh, Gale's got a little bit of
he's
taste
doing
of
the
that
same
power.
thing. Man's hook champion, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely, and an invisible one to boot, right? No fun. Oh, Captain Marshmallow.
Fun fact: if Bondi was in this game, he'd have been hit by every hook. Every single one.
I don't think I played. Here we go. Big fight down here in the bot lane.
Man.
Gale might actually die right there. The flash forward. C9 Jack E-Boy is going to get the kill sooner than Texas. Now in the duel with Ram Cannon. Oh, Ram Cannon going to jump forward. I love that. I love that extra damage. Trade your health. Trade your mana. It's worthless if you're about to back. Something else I want to point out, much in the same way that Pyke makes you reconsider how team fights work, Zach makes you reconsider whether or not you're ever safe, right? The ganking patterns are different and much more annoying.
He is hella behind Hecarim, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, guys, don't worry. We can start the game now. I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Bigfoot, don't worry. We haven't started.
Feel free to start the series.
Yeah,
hit the start game button in the lobby.
First game on the way. Ignore this.
Yeah.
Ignore what's going on.
Yeah. Don't even look at the stream. Second color caster here joining us. Mr. Bigfoot, welcome back.
Yeah.
You can pull up a. We're streaming this game from Swift Rangers Lakeside Mansion this time around, so just pull up any of the deck chairs.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just pulled in the driveway. I'm walking over to the yard now.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be
Care
here
for
in
the
about 15
Mercedes?
minutes.
I had some traffic. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's super.
Oh yeah, no,
reasonable.
it's a big property.
I think
and
it's-
you know, I got pulled over once. I drive a bright red Dodge Charger with a racing stripe.
Oh, that's
so
great. I
just
do love it.
pulling me over.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm late. I had to sort it out, but it worked out.
Respect.
Yeah, of course. Super reasonable, man.
Yeah. I mean, look, the league is low budget, but I am not.
No, of course.
So-
Yeah. Swagger jumping in right here. Oh, this is a 3-man game. Captain Marshmallow's
Dude, how broken?
weaving.
All right, side comment.
Yeah.
How broken is Face Rush Oriana?
I was literally just about to say if she doesn't have phase rush, she's 100% dead there.
Yeah, that is so
Also,
nuts, man.
excited to cast another game with you, Swift Ranger, where you shit on my favorite champion for a straight hour and a half.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Bigfoot. This is Swift. Oh, here we go. Hooler. Oh, might find himself
He's
in a dicey
dead. Good
situation. The
night.
man is almost certainly dead. Let's see. Expends the flash, but he is going to get sucked into the meat grinder and turned into some bacon or ham or Taylor.
What
ham.
is it? That's a human. What do you think? Hang on, pause. What do you think bacon is made out of? What do you think you've been eating?
I don't ask questions, man.
That's a human person.
I just enjoyed the treat. That's all I'm here to do.
boy.
Listen, this morning I had a cinnamon raisin bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese. It's the perfect
I
combination.
hate that you do that. I hate that you do that.
Hey, folks, just if you were just curious about a way to spice up your life, maybe the monotony of this pandemic has gotten to you and you're feeling like you need to change something up. Cinnamon raisin bagel toasted with bacon, egg, and cheese on it. That's an excellent breakfast. Grand Ponta getting engaged on here by Swagger 42069. Let's see if the fast horse can get out of here. Well, he certainly can with his good old buddy Captain Marshmallow. They're going to walk out there. Bigfoot, I should have mentioned that tonight we're joined by famed local equestrian Swift Ranger.
Yeah.
As we
Loves
pointed
horses.
out, Hecarim has more farm than basically every single person in the game.
Right.
No surprise
Yeah,
there.
except for just one more. All right, whatever.
Yep, all right, so basically he's got 4 camps up still, so he will close that gap extremely quickly for no reason. Yep, Hecarim's still super balanced, guys. Haha. Yeah, this top lane matchup is just doomed. Like, the Hecarim needed to help impact it. Like, if they want to play top like this, I think they have to.
Oh, here we go,
I
though.
mean-
Let's see a flash away from Sooner in Texas right here. Grand Ponta's got his ult. Okay, let's see. Gale is going to walk out. 2 turret shots onto Jack E-Boy. They're going to back out right there.
Hey, no harm, no foul. I was going to ask you, Swift Ranger, you're a top laner. I would think, based purely on my monkey jungler brain, that
You gonna finish that one?
That-
I know you're
sorry,
a jungler,
that-
so I'll give you time.
no. Sometimes
Brutal.
words are that Urgot beats Camille in this top matchup. Am I correct about thinking that?
Yeah, so basically, like, Camille has, like, outplays, like, right? Like, it's not, like,
Yeah. Well, Camille's
hella
always
favored
got
or
outplays,
anything like
yeah.
that. But,
Hey,
like,
speaking of Camille, right
if Urgot
here.
gets if Urgot gets a lead, like, it's super hard for
Yeah.
Camille to play out. Like, especially as levels come in, because, like, everyone, like, Urgot maxes W, and, like, 99% of matchups, like, he should take W basically every point that he can until it's maxed at, like, level 9. Basically, once he hits level 9, it's really hard for Camille to fight him. Like, at Triforce, she can, like, kind of fight him, I guess.
Okay, here we go. The
Oh,
ult right there.
sick.
It does miss, but they are able to get it. Ram cannon. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry.
sick.
I completely failed at
That
my
was
job,
sick.
but that was fucking awesome. That was really,
that
really
was
well
sick.
done. They hit level 6 and they just drop all their ults right away. That's exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to take away from the initial part of that play, but I will argue that the best part of that play was Jack E-Boy taking turret shots to allow Tristana to get out.
Hey, man. All you need is 1 health. Hooler able to get out of that gank right there, but Hecarim, Grand Ponta is up there. Gale has level 6. Dodges the hook with the last of his mana to use his W. Always a risky situation. By the way, Bigfoot, Loxia Spur says, LeChance cooking stream when? Seems like people do like the idea of cinnamon raisin bagel with bacon, egg, and cheese.
I never said people were smart.
Brutal. Well, folks, you know who to riot after. It is Bigfoot. We were talking about League. I completely derailed that.
To finish my
the real thought. Yes.
Basically, Camille can lane kind of be fine, but once Urgot gets level 9, once he gets Titanic Hydra, it is so hard for her to do stuff. Ooh, here we go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Captain Marshmallow with the ult right there. Phase rush a little bit faster. Now gonna be stunned. Siggin's gonna turn with everything. The flash away. Captain Marshmallow probably lives here. We'll see. Look who's in the corner. It's Zach. He's going to jump in. He's on the the right side of the turret right there. Captain Marshmallow really taken down. Really well done. This is what we're talking about. Zach makes you reconsider what it means to be safe in lane. 2 champions on the side of Serenity doing a great job of that. El Badrina says, Hooler in the Blowfish.
No, pass. No.
Well played.
Yeah, I love all your weird little words, my friend, but Hooler in the Blowfish, I don't know about that one.
Just wanted to let that one sit. Oh my god, guys, this is for another time, but I wrote down some book titles that I want to run by you later. That's neither here nor there.
What are we gonna hang on? What are we gonna do with them? Are we gonna find the best one?
Pinterest account.
Listen, no, it's not my Pinterest account. Here we go. Flash away. Ram Cannon is gonna W out. Come on, guys, stay focused. We're casting a game of League of Legends right here. It's not my Pinterest account, but it was. I just had some book title ideas, and I think that's going to be my thing now.
Sure, man. You live in Portland?
Yeah, man, I just write in a coffee shop all day, trying to turn out my my screenplay or novel or what have you.
Well, LeChat's going to write the next great American novel.
Yeah, it's my first book.
Based out of Portland.
Based out of Portland. You know, it's a book of poems inspired off of a teacup that I saw in an antique shop. But here we go, a dragon fight being laid down. Seraphine ult going down, does miss, but forces people to spread out. Blue team steals the dragon. Grand Panther doing his job. Give the man a pay raise. Sooner in Texas dashes into the back line right here. Let's see, this is not a front-to-back fight. This is a back-to-back-to-back fight. A great Orianna ult. Gets 2 people right there. Can they get these executions? Swagger going down low, but the man's got passive because he's made of blue. Captain Marshmallow is going low, and Gale ults and dies for it at the exact same time. Ooh, Ram Cannon. Maybe this is time for a turn right there. Pushes him back with the bomb, doesn't explode in the place they would necessarily want it to, and Zach is back again, hopping onto Jack. Made that kind of hard to say. Last leg, it's going to take 1 turret shot right here. Ram Cannon going to jump in, but he gets a shield. 1 more auto attack would do it, but he doesn't have it. Siggin might have the damage. The explosion on the back end. That was cataclysmic for the side of Panther Corp recruiting. Oh my god, that fight was almost greatness. Almost greatness.
I don't know if that was worth it for the Dragon. They lost quite a bit there, my friends. What a well-played team fight.
I think the worst part about that is that the Victor got 5 of Pike's my cuts. He's sitting at a cool 2,000 gold lead.
Illegal. That should be illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah, he is so far ahead. The Camille got a really good entry ult and things like that.
Ooh, Captain Marshmallow right here is going to get stunned. This is definitely going to be a collapse onto Captain Marshmallow right here. She is going to get taken down. I'll say this, though. Okay, so they've got... Panther Corp's got 2 Drakes. They're down 3,000 gold. That was almost a really, really good fight. I don't think it was actually bad to fight there. There were just a couple of things that...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it just was unlucky. But
it was literally... you saw it, Urgot got the... He just... had the cooldown to get the shield, literally 1 auto away. If Tristana gets that kill, W resets immediately. There was another super low health person right here. But in situations like this, that's 2 times in a row they've gotten caught out right there. They got to be careful because the pick with Zach Pike is brutal. 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 Low budget LCS account. So here we go. Ram Cannon is getting jumped on right here. They got Gale. I don't know if his ultimate's back up. Yes, it is. Looking for the kill right there. There we go. Dunk Master Supreme.
This is one of those things. This is one of those things that we were talking about, at the beginning of the game. I thought Pike was gonna be giga useless, and he just won the game in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Man, I'm
glad you brought it up because I was about to. And I don't think you were wrong, right? I also agree that in this comp, the Pike feels a little off, but he's making it work. He's picking up the kills, the assassinations, the sort of sneaky river and bush plays that he needs to be making, and it's not. It didn't win the game. But
wait, hold on. I got to cut you off really quickly because we got a great fight happening right here. Last leg 8 verse. This is a 2v1. The man is a big man, and his legs are made of shotguns. Can they get the kill? They absolutely do, but a pick might be happening in the bottom lane right here. C9 Jack E-Boy walking away. He's going to be able to get out. Before that kill, LaSalle made an incredible point. Last game, Panther Core was up 4 versus 11. And now this game, Panther Core is down 4 versus 11. If Panther Core wins, oh, here we go. Let's see, C9 Jack E-Boy. Oh my God, that's an amazing ult right there. So much damage gets to be put down. That's the power of Seraphine. He's gonna jump in. Swagger's gonna jump back onto him. Let's see if passive's back up. The flash forward, another shutdown. That was just 2 free kills. Hey folks, if Panther Core wins this game, I'm thinking you just need to throw the early game, and that is how you win these games.
Yeah, it's called tactical inting. It's a tried and true strategy by a lot of teams. I really think that they're executing it quite to perfection here. I will say though, a week from now, that Zach finishes that kill and trades 1-for-1 once his W ratios get buffed. But for now, that's a great little comeback here from Panther Core. Last couple of beats have gone their way.
Here's the thing though. We were talking about this before. Best of 5 is a completely different beast, and every time you play a best of 5, you create a tiny special universe in that best of 5 where new truths are born into reality.
Yeah.
And if the truth of this best of 5 is that losing the early game just fucking doesn't matter, I'm so excited for the rest of this series, and I really hope it goes to 5
You guys ever
games.
played a best of 5?
Yeah.
Side note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, best of 5s below.
They are long
They are.
and hard.
I hate them.
I'm not a fan. I completely agree. Completely agree.
And I mean, and I think it speaks to LeChance's point, because best of 5s, any competitive event, whether you're the economy league in gold and below, or you're a professional player playing at Worlds, if you play a competitive event long enough, like you said, it develops its own flavor, its own feel. You get this sort of microcosm of meta that develops within.
Ram Cannon trying to jump out right here. Okay, teleport coming in from
TP
inside the pit.
wild,
Yeah,
by
that
the
is a
way.
wild TP. Hul are able to go around to the side though.
They can
Trying
win
to
this fight.
fight
They can
front to
win this
back.
fight.
Absolutely. Let's see. But Seraphine's got to get the ult off. Oh my God, I'm not sure she's going to be able to. She goes down. But look at that Orianna ult. So much damage front to back. There are no fight lines. Let's see if Sigyn can get killed. They do kill Sigyn, but Gale is here, and he's got his ult, and he's got the resets. Grand Panta might actually go down here. There's no turret for him. This is going to be a complete slaughter. They are getting so many kills right here. Captain Marshmallow is full health, and they're going to be able to get that dragon. Oh my God.
Boy, if Jack gets that ult off, that fight's completely different.
Completely opposite. They absolutely.
It's
This is
the
like
absolute opposite.
this game is not over. Yeah, he absolutely had to throw
But
that ult down, LaSalle.
The
You're right.
game's not over, but it hinges so much on the power of the Seraphine ult. You know how, like, scientists have created this doomsday clock for humankind? And
Hey,
it's
what? Wait, what?
Right now, we're like, are you not aware of this?
No.
Like, based on.
Hey,
based
Bigfoot,
on
are you
how
trying to
humanity
ruin
is
my
growing.
Thursday? How much time
I mean,
do I have
maybe.
left? Be
I
real.
just assumed you knew it. Well, we're like at 30 seconds to midnight on this doomsday clock, and
Oh,
scientists have kept this
no.
up for a while. But I thought everyone knew this. I thought it was general information. I didn't want to bum you out on a Thursday, buddy.
Ugh.
But I'm just saying the game's not over, but every one of these fights ticks over the doomsday clock for Panther Core a little bit closer, and Seraphine not being able to get off an ult in a
Dude,
fight makes that clock go further and further to midnight every
you guys
time.
are crazy. Like, both of you. One of you's talking about, like, potential book titles. One of you's talking about Doomsday Clock. Like,
Listen, Swift Ranger. Listen. Loxa Spur
hate
said,
that
"Hold
group, man.
on, we're delving into philosophy now." Listen, if listen to some other LBLCS streams. This is very on par.
we're getting it. We're changing the life.
yeah.
We're changing lives.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle brand now. That's what we're gonna go for. The LBLCS, the goop of amateur League of Legends leagues.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know if I want to be associated with that, but still. Norway Pete says LeChance is too
Too
busy
late
licking
now.
toes. Yeah, you're right. So hey, man.
Okay, well, Camille has managed to be useful.
Yeah.
So is Pike. Camille's gonna get 2 items, so it could be strong. Yeah, so it's these fights are
Yeah.
basically like the Oriana's at a relevant damage spike. Like basically if Oriana and Seraphine ult land on 4 people, the fight is over. If it doesn't land on 4 people, I don't think
Then
they can
it's
win the
not
fight.
over. Yeah, you're
Then I
absolutely
don't
right.
think they can win. So
One of the things that, yeah, I like. Okay, so I know how much you hate Hecarim. I will also I will put Hecarim in the same category as I will put champions like Seraphine and Oriana, but also champions like Rel. Right? These champions that are so ultimate powerful,
wildly
in sort of like
broken.
a all right, whatever. In like a wombo situation where no matter how far behind you are, if all of the perfect confluences of the universe happen and the stars line up and whatever, you can come back from any deficit. I mean, we saw this, I don't know if you watched the LPL, but there was a game where a team was down Infernal Drake and Elder Dragon and still pulled off a Rel Oriana combo that won them the whole game.
Right.
So, yeah. Are they on the back foot? Absolutely. Is there still always going to be, in a perfect situation, a spot for Panther Corp to come back? Absolutely. So we can talk about these doomsday clocks. I don't know what weird nerd.
Yeah, we
brought
can,
that up.
and I'm
But we
actually
can
gonna
talk
wrap
about it
around
as
back to
much
that.
as
Yeah.
we want. But there's still always going to be the chance of Panther Corp being able to reset the clock with a really incredibly well-played team fight.
And what we just saw up in the top lane is indicative of the communication that's going on in Panther Corps' comms. Camille saw Urgot coming. They've got pretty comparable score lines, pretty comparable farm. Camille ran away. That's the right thing to do. You know, if you're trying to come back, you cannot, sacrifice. There's no additional fat that you can drop right here. You've got to do this perfectly. And fighting under tower, not a bad idea. So
And
we'll see.
Both these teams scale pretty well, but I mean, highlighting this top matchup, right? If Camille is just smart and safe.
Oh, here we go. Swagger is going to get the connect right here. And the ult does go down, but Pyke lands one onto Ram Cannon, who flashes immediately. And here we go. Grand Panther going into the back line right here, but Ram Cannon going to get slot. Sigyn, the hero, coming in from the left lane. Here we go. Flashes forward, trying to get that kill on to Jack E-Boy. Ooh, but who is going through the water? Jaws theme song. Pyke is here. Pyke's going to get that kill. Great almost sombrero from Captain Marshmallow. That's exactly the thing you need to do. It's a 1 for 3. It's not the trade you want. It's not the trade you need. So we're going to see what Panther Corp can do to bring shit
so
back.
Victor was a giant problem in the first game, and he was like getting Witchbane as the game was ending.
Yeah.
Also, what an insanely random flank. Mid-turret, first mid-turret's not even down, and Victor comes in from the bush next to Raptors and gets a double kill in between 2 turrets. What a crazy, well-played sequence from Sigyn there.
Ooh, Grand Panta legit might be dead right here. It depends. No, Sooner in Texas does not have Kai'Sa ult. Let's see. They're just going to go for this dragon right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4 Ocean Soul again. It's crazy.
Oh, C9 Jack E-Boy in a rough spot. Does get the root
he
right there.
the
Oh my god, actually might be able to turn this. They get the shutdown. Sigyn is up forward. He's going to get that kill, but is he up too far? Yeah, the man's dead. That's a 2 for 1 right there, and that's exactly what you want. Teleport coming in. This is going to be a 3v4.
They have the Oriana ult.
Panther Corp's got to go into this right now. Oh, they get the dragon right there, and Hooler's going to ult onto the Urgot right there. Oh my god. Grand Panta into the backline, but he's got to execute somebody right here. Captain Marshmallow's got the shield onto Grand Panta. Ram Cannon jumping in. Soon then Texas is low, but he's not dead. One more kill does it. Not able to jump out. Captain Marshmallow flashes over, but only to find an Urgot around the corner. Zach could follow. Zach's gonna follow. Let's see, Captain Marshmallow. He's got that zoom juice. Able to get out of there.
This is the same point about last game. About actually second dragon. Ban Urgot.
Yeah.
Ban Victor. Play for bot lane.
Yeah.
Wait, that's all we gotta do.
Yeah.
And I think that Panther Corp will win the next game if they can do that. I think that like this game's probably over.
Ooh,
Yes,
C9 Jack E-Boy getting engaged
Yeah,
on. Seraphine ult
can't be
goes
there.
down. Dunk.
Yeah, I think this one's probably a wrap. I just want them to own the